Alright guys, what is going on? We just got the combine running and unfolded, ready for harvest time. So we're currently just waiting on the corn to turn to ready, and then we can start harvesting. So yeah, as you can see, the corn is still not quite ready. We're still waiting on it to be fully grown, and then we can start harvesting. And as you can see in our bottom right, our expected yield is actually really good. It's 117%, so that's fairly good, and our yield potential is 125, so that's really good. I'm excited to harvest this cornfield. I hope it works. It harvests really good. And also in today's video, I'm thinking what we'll do is, I'll just go over here, is we'll start opening up the field in this area, right by this far shed over here, and then we'll start putting some silos in there, because we don't really want to sell the corn right away when the prices still aren't great. I haven't checked the prices yet, but I'm assuming they're not good. So we'll have to put some silos up real quick after we're done opening up this corner here, and then we can store the corn so we don't have to sell it and get bad pricing for it. So I'm going to wait until this corn is ready to harvest, and then we'll get into it, and then we'll start putting silos up. Alright guys, I just got the grain cart hooked up, and we're gonna get it ready for when we start harvesting. The corn is ready, so I'm gonna quickly hop in a combine and get started. Alright guys, we are in the combine here. We're gonna lower the header and get started. So first, dive into the corn. Let's get after it. I'm not sure if I'm the only one or not, but does it seem like in Farming Simulator 22 the corn is super tall? Like, it's unnecessarily tall. Like, I feel like there should be a mod out there that I'm not seeing, or something that should be able to make it so it's not as tall. Please let me know in the comments down below if there is somewhere that you know that we can make the corn not so tall. So guys, as you can see on the yield map in the bottom left, that it is going dark green. I'm not sure if that's just where we are right now on the map, and we've only went a little ways and we're already 16% full. That's crazy. We're actually going to be doing really good on this field here. I'm going to start cutting back right away because we want to get those silos up before we start filling up too much. So I'm actually going to start turning now. I don't think it will be quite perfect, but we'll at least try. Alright, we are on our way back now. It's not quite perfect of a turnaround, and not quite perfect sizing, I don't think, as you'll see once we get up here where the end of the field is. It's kind of like a little bit of a dip. Oh yeah, you can see on the map we're not quite lined up, so I think I'll just go this way and then turn back. Yeah, the yield map is kind of slowly going away. It's starting to turn to yellow, so that's not quite as good, but it's kind of going in and out. There's a little bit of yellow, there's a lot of green. We're hoping that there will be a lot more green than there is yellow out there. And we are filling up fast. We're only a little ways in and we're already a quarter way full. We're actually over a quarter way full. And yeah, we're gonna be filling up quite fast here. So this wasn't quite perfect. I jumped in. I turned a little bit too early, but that's fine. You can always go back and make it perfect next time, right? So we're gonna just kind of knock out this chunk real quick so then we can get some silos up, and then we can start storing the corn so that the prices can come up, and then we can have good payment for our harvest. We're not going to get the second combine going just quite yet because we're not quite set up for it yet, because if we have 2 combines going on this field, we're going to be filling up super fast, and we're not quite ready for that. Also, guys, I wanted to say I'm not too sure how the audio is coming out in this video. Last video was a mess. I'm sorry for all the crackling in there. Not sure what was going on. I'm hoping this video is a lot better. I think I maybe figured out what was going on. It was a recording software issue. So hopefully we got that figured out and it's a lot better now. So yeah, we're gonna keep on harvesting here. Get all this knocked out and finished. I guess we won't be finishing that today. We guaranteedly won't be able to finish this huge field today. We might get like a quarter of it done, maybe not even. Who knows? Hopefully we can at least get a little bit of it done, and then we can have a good harvest in the next video. Alright guys, we're on our last pass to start setting up silos, and our yield map is looking pretty much full green and dark green too. That's really good. So I'm super happy that we did everything right during seeding season, and we're already in that little chunk only 76% full. That's so good. We're already 3/4 full, which is insane. So I'm gonna quickly put out my auger. Actually, no, we won't. And then we'll get this combine out of the way, and then we will start putting up some silos, and then we can get that all finished up and stuff. I think I actually might start this combine going down. No, I won't, because it's full. So we'll just park it here for now. Hopefully that's enough room to put a silo in. I kinda don't think so. We're just gonna shut the separator off and park it here. Right here. Alright, let's get out and start shopping for some silos. Alright guys, I'm in the grain cart now. We finally finished getting the grain bins all set up. We didn't go with a fairly big one, but as you can see behind it, I messed up on trees, and we got humongous trees set up. I wanted to make it somewhat realistic and put some trees. I should have went with the ones that were there, but yeah, we got some massive trees put up. So we might be doing some logging after harvest. Who knows? Yeah, that was a big mistake on my part. I seen one size of the tree and I was like, well, there's no turning back now. And then, yeah. So we might be doing some logging, but I got the grain bin set up. It looks really good. I like where I put them right there. We might do another one right beside that shed right there. Another one just like it. So, now we can store some grain. I'm just going to empty this combine now, and then we can start making some passes and getting this field all done. So I'm just going to pull up here, try not to wreck any of the crop, stop, and then just start emptying. And then I'm going to switch to the combine, and then we can start making some strikeouts once we are fully empty. Alrighty, we're here in the combine. We are over halfway empty, and now we can start. Once we are empty, we can start going forward and getting this pass knocked out. So I will start the so I will start the alright, so I'll start the thrasher here now and fold the auger, and then we can start going down and making our first pass. So we have found our line here. The yield map looks great, nice and green. It's what we want to see, right? So I think what we'll do is we'll go down to the creek that's right in front of us, and then we will, I think we might turn around, depending on how full we are anyway. We will go down to the creek. If we're not too full, then we might start making our way around the outside, and then we can come empty, and then we can continue going around, and we might get the second combine going. I haven't quite decided yet, so alright, I think we should be coming up on the creek right shortly. Yeah, there we are. Alright, now we're gonna continue going around. We're not too full yet, so we might as well keep going. Looks like we're hitting a little bit of red on the yield map. That's not good. Not too sure what's going on there. Looks like there's a little bit more red. I seen the yellow, but it was like a yellow green, so I thought it was fine. I'm not sure what was going on there with the red spots, but we're just gonna ignore it. Alright guys, the starting of the field where we started combining so we could put some silos, I think it was trying to tease us there. We went that far and we're already halfway, whereas that little chunk that we did back there, we were just about full. So I think it was trying to tease us there. Not sure why it was trying to tease us, but oh well, what can you do, right? But I think we'll still do really good off of this field. I enjoy harvesting corn. It's super cool looking. I like the brown textures. We are missing a little bit. And stuff like that. The reason we're not leaving much of a stubble here, as you can see, there's like nothing, is because of the corn header that we have. It actually makes it so that there is no stubble. It kind of mulches it, which is good for yield. So we should have a good yield next year. We're kind of coming into a tight spot here. I think we will just keep going. I don't think we'll turn around, because if we turn around, then our auger is on the wrong side for the grain cart. So I think we'll just keep going with it. Not that this side's any better because it's up against the trees, but hopefully we can get to, there's a little bit of an opening over there. We can hopefully get to the opening over there, and then we can empty with the grain cart. I might actually stop at that opening. I'm kind of in the trees, you couldn't see much, but, and then we can empty with the grain cart. Alright, so we're kind of coming up on the clearing here. I think I am gonna stop the combine and then go grab the grain cart, just because I don't really know if we'll make it. Actually, you know what? Let's just send it. Let's go all the way, try and make it with the combine, and hope for the best. Because I have a feeling we actually will make it, so we're not gonna stop at this clearing. And we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, I think we'll make it. Alright guys, we are not gonna make it. We are at 99% right now. We are just about to be 100% anytime. There we are. Alright, so we're gonna now back up, go back to that clearing that wasn't that far away. We didn't make it very far after the clearing before we were 100%. So sadly, we will have to go all the way back around with the grain cart, like where we were combining. So that's going to be a little bit really annoying. So I'm going to put out my auger, and then we will hop in the grain cart and start making our way around. Alright guys, we are in the grain cart and we are on our way. So yeah, the reason that it's a little bit darker in this tractor is because I got some tint on it. So I kind of went with the tint because I like the cab to be a little bit darker during the day. It'll be really annoying during the night, but oh well, that's what lights are for, right? So yeah, I went with the tint so you don't get a huge sunburn while you're in the tractor. And then we went with a huge haul master grain cart so we can haul all the corn and fill up an entire semi with one full grain cart. And there we are in the combine now. We will kind of maneuver it in a way so we can unload in all of the grain carts so it's not too rough on the tractor, and then we can continue going. We are almost empty. These Claus combines, they empty fast, so that's one thing I like about these Claus combines. And that grain cart actually empties really fast as well, so that's a nice thing about it. So we are empty now, so I'll put in my auger, and then we will continue going down, and then we will hire a worker, and then he can get started on going back and forth. So we'll turn on the separator, lower the header. It was a little early to lower header, but it doesn't matter. And then we will continue going through the corn. Alright, we are coming up on the end of the headland here. We are going to lift the header, and then we will spin around, and then we will start a worker going through the crop. So, and it's actually yielding pretty good for what it is. We only went that little ways and we are already 15%. So that's not bad, but not as bad, or not as great as the stuff that we harvested right here. Not sure what was going on over here, but it definitely did a lot better than the rest of the field did. So not sure what's going on there. So we're gonna lower the header here, line up straight, and hopefully get a worker going, and he can get started going back and forth. And then I'm probably gonna start going in the other combine on a different section, just to get as much efficiency done as possible. So he is in the worker now, and then we'll switch to either the other combine or the grain cart, and then start harvesting more corn. Alright, we're in the grain cart now. I just kind of want to move it back over to where we're going to need it, and then we can switch into the other combine and then start harvesting the corn. Alright guys, we are in the other combine here, just unfolding now. I think we'll start on this side of where that combine is, and then he can work on that stuff while I work on this stuff. And then we can get most production out of the two combines. So let's get started. Turn on the separator, lower the header. Once again, a little bit early to lower the header, but it's all good. And I'm actually going to engage my GPS, so then we can have max efficiency and very straight rows. So I'm going to do that right quickly. Alright, so we did miss a little bit back there, and I did forget that we do not have headlands yet. So we'll have to go and make those. I'm just going to try not to go too far into the ditch here, and not to cut into the other side. We'll just try, there we go. Now we'll lift the header, get on out of here, and we'll just cut a little section for ourselves. And I think I got the GPS set right, so we'll go ahead and use that once we start going back and forth. Alright, so we are cruising. We're gonna go around. We are missing so much. That is my fault and my fault only. Alright, we should be getting into better stuff here. But anyway, at the corner of the field, it did look like it was a little bit green, but it was just playing another trick on us. There's a couple red spots. If you know what that means or why it does that, let me know, because it is super annoying. It just kind of looks bad, and yeah. So we're going to continue going up here, and then we'll just cut a little section for ourselves and then continue. Alright guys, it looks like our hired hand is 80% full, so we will go and empty him once he is 100% full. We don't want to waste our time going and emptying him on the go, so I'm gonna just wait until he's 100% full. Alright, we're in the grain cart. Let's go empty him real quick. And it looks like he's towards the crop. So that's really annoying. He did a great job of being in the wrong spot. So we will have to maneuver his combine so it is facing the right way. And then we can empty him without destroying a bunch of our crop. So we will just pull up behind him here, and then we will maneuver his combine into the right spot. It does look like he has his beacons on. It's hard to kind of see, but I think he does. So, yeah, there it is. Alright, let's go move the combine. Alright guys, we are in the semi now, just pulling up to the Alright guys, we are in the semi now, and we're just pulling up to the grain bins. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to park it here, and then we will unload into the semi, and then we'll just dump it into the grain bins. So we'll just move a little bit more forward. There, that's probably good. And then we'll just park it there, and we will go finish emptying the combine and move the grain cart over here and empty it. Alright, we are back in the combine. We are getting it going. We'll hire a worker. He is going now. And now we'll switch over to the grain cart and go empty it. And then we'll probably have to go empty the other combine. Alright guys, we are unfolding our auger and we're pulling up to the truck. I think the system is actually going to work really good. So we will test it out, see if it works, and if there's any flaws, then we'll work them out, and then we will continue. So let's see if this will work. Alright, we are unloading. As you can see, it empties really fast. That's really nice, especially when you're in a rush, and it fills this grain trailer up really fast. Alright, we're moving forward now. And we're unloading again into the front compartment. And then we'll switch over to the truck. And then we will start unloading into the grain bins for the first time. Alright, we are in the semi now. Let's start unloading. And yeah, for the first time into the grain bins. Here we go. Alright, we are emptying the back compartment first. And looks like it's going smooth. That's good. I wouldn't think we would have any problems, especially on the first go. I don't think there'll be any problems. Alright, now we're going to be going into the back compartment. So let's switch it over here. And here we go. Alright guys, it's also going to fill itself at the same time. Looks like it actually keeps it at a pretty steady pace, 90% the whole time. That's actually kind of cool, where it unloads just as fast as it's getting loaded. So then we'll be able to empty this grain cart all the way, which is awesome. I really like this setup. It works really good. As you can see now, it's emptying the trailer because the grain cart is fully empty. Alright, we are back in our combine now, so we can continue cutting down the field. I think what we'll do now is when we get back, or to the end of this, oh, look at the yield map. It's completely green, dark green right now. That's really good. I'm pretty certain it's just because we're right next to the water, but who really knows, right? It could be because we did a good job during planting season. Alright, so, but anyway, back to what I was saying. I think when we get to the end of here, we'll catch a GPS line, and then we will start working our way back this way. Let's find a GPS line. Alright guys, we found a GPS line now. It was a lot smoother than I thought. It's still a little bit of a zigzag back there, but it's fine. So now we're working our way back towards there so we can make our own little chunk here. I don't actually think we'll make it all the way back. That's a huge mistake on my part. Great. So we will probably have to back up all the way over there and empty into the grain cart once it gets over here. But I think actually what I'll do is I'll make a little area here where I can just turn sideways and then the grain cart can dump into me. But we should probably do that before I get too full. So let's turn now and start making our own little unloading area. I think I'm actually gonna just turn and start heading back, and then we can be 100% full, which is right about now. Try not to wreck too much, Carl, and back up. Open the auger. And then we will quickly go hop in the grain cart and start emptying. Alright guys, we are back in the grain cart. We are just lowering the auger, or folding the auger, whatever you want to call it. And then we gotta just start booking it for the combine. It is a long ways away. I might just go through the creek, you know. This tractor can handle it. Let's do it. Let's do some 4x4, eh? Alright, we are getting closer to the creek. That guy is about 50% full. That other combine operator, he is about 50%. Alright, we're going through the creek like a smooth ride. Just like a Cadillac. Alright. Yeah, so we gotta catch this other combine so we're not slow on production. And then I think on our way back we'll try and catch that other combine and get him emptied up so that we can maximize production. Alright guys, we just got up to the combine. We pulled in super crooked, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, we're gonna finish unloading this thing and then we're gonna back up because we are super in the way for the combine. So we will back up a little ways so then the combine can turn around and then keep going down the pass that we were making. Not the one that we started just now, but the first one that we were making. And then we will continue working our way towards there. And it looks like that guy's 80% full, so we actually will have to book it with this grain cart. But I think by the looks of it, he's going to be in the exact wrong spot for his auger once again. So we will have to move him so we can get unloaded and continue on with harvesting. Alright guys, we are now booking it for that other combine. So hopefully we can empty him before he gets too full or stops on the wrong side. I kind of think he just stopped now and is putting out his auger. Oh no, he's turning around for the end of the field. So I think we'll hopefully catch him in time. We're going to go through the creek once again because it worked so good last time. So why stop doing something that worked so well, right? So hopefully we can catch up to him or hopefully we'll be there in time for him to be on his way back, and then we can unload him. Alright, it looks like we caught him just in time, and then we can start unloading him. And there we go. Oh, we're spilling a little bit. There we go. Now you can unload. We're going to switch to the other combine and start harvesting over there. Alright, we are back in the other combine. Looks like the yield map once again played a little trick on us. It was green, but now it's yellow. So that is super annoying. But we are on our way back with an empty grain tank. So yeah, well, now we can harvest quite a bit before we have to re-empty again. So that is quite nice. Alright, I'm not sure if this is another trick or not, but the yield map is showing green again. Woohoo. So that means our yield is going up. We're getting more corn into the hopper, which is good. And hopefully we can get a good crop off of this. And then we can get lots of money and upgrade our equipment. Maybe even upgrade the farm a little bit. And get rid of those ginormous trees. They are not right for this map. Don't know what I was thinking. I totally messed up. So we will have to be logging those because it looks awful. Alright guys, we are getting closer to the end of the field here where we are making our strikeout. And we just finished that, so we are going to lift the header here. Try and make it as perfect turn as possible. We'll lower the header now and get right back into it. It looks like our hired hand has finished that little chunk that he started. So after we are done getting back over to where we started here, we will empty into the grain cart and then go get him started. Or actually maybe once we get to this little end of the pass here, we might just go and get that guy started once again on a different chunk. So we will quickly go do that right shortly here. Alright, it looks like our hired hand is about 80% full. So we are going to lift this header and we are going to turn, and then I think I'm going to set a hired hand. No, not here. We're going to set a hired hand. Then we will hop in the grain cart and go try and catch him before he is too full. So we are going to dive in right here, and then we will set a worker real quick, and here. There, our worker is set, and now we're going to hop in the grain cart and catch him. Alright, we are in the grain cart now. Let's go catch that other worker and empty him and continue on with harvest. And it looks like our other worker is 80% full as well, so we will have to quickly unload the one guy and then hurry back and quickly unload the other guy. Alright, so he is full and he has stopped, which is sometimes nicer because then you can just quickly unload him at a stop. It is less productive, but sometimes it's nicer. So we are gonna unload him here real quick, and then he can continue on going down, and hopefully he will be smart this time and actually turn around at the right spot at the end of the field and not continue through the creek and start cutting on that side. Alright, so I think he should be getting close to being empty now. It should be any time where he stops and starts cutting again. So once he does stop and start going cutting, then we can quickly go over to the other combine and start emptying that one. Hopefully he's not too full yet and he can be on the right side just like this worker is, and we can unload him on the right side of the combine. Alright, so he is now empty, and we are going to back up here, turn around. Probably didn't need a backup and turn around, but we are going to anyway. It would be so nice if crop damage wasn't on and we could just cut through the crop right there, but no, we have to go all the way around over here, which actually isn't that far, so yeah, still would be nice though. Alright, it looks like that other worker is 100% full, so we'll quickly have to hustle over there and get him emptied out. And I think once we're done emptying him, he will actually kind of fill us right up, so then we'll need to go empty into the truck and hopefully be back in time before this combine that we just emptied is full. Alright, we just got up to this combine. He wasn't quite in the right spot, but he didn't go very far. So we just pulled up here and maneuvered him in the right spot. And then we are now unloading him. I'm just going to maneuver him a little bit more in a better spot now, because he's not quite right. Alright, I kind of think we're going to fill this grain cart right to the top. He's going to be 100% before we are done. So, yeah, I was right. We still have 11% in the combine still, but that doesn't matter. So, we can continue going and harvesting this field, and we're going to go empty into the truck real quick with the grain cart, and then hopefully be back before the other one is full. Alright, we are at the truck now and we are unloading. It's going to be quite the process unloading the truck because the grain cart is so full, and it actually fills this Super B up if the grain cart is 100% full. So we're going to fill this back compartment on the front trailer, and then we will fill the front compartment on this front trailer, and then we'll quickly switch over to the truck here and then start unloading in the front. Oh, we should switch actually. We will switch to the back and start unloading. So then we can fill the front first and empty the back. Right, so yeah, we are unloading the back now. We just filled up the front. We're gonna need to empty the front compartment as well, and then it'll kind of fill itself as it empties, and then we'll, yeah. Alright, so it looks like our one worker is 80% full, so once the grain cart is done, then we will hop in the grain cart and go empty that guy. Alright, so the grain cart is empty now. We're gonna fold the auger and go catch that guy that is 80% full, and then we will empty him, and then probably empty this other guy as well, and then we will continue on with harvest. So far it's going really good. We're getting lots done. Not sure how long this video is going to be. I've talked quite a bit, so I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit on the longer side, but hopefully there will be no issues with the audio, and we can just have a great video this time. And yeah, so it looks like we can actually catch him on this side, which is going to be really nice. So hopefully he will catch up here and start putting out his auger. There he goes. And we can start unloading him on the go here. Now we gotta speed up. There it goes. There, we just finished up. Now we're gonna fold the auger, turn around, and go start him on this big chunk over here. Alright, we got that guy going. The other guy is 80% full, so we gotta book it again and go and empty him. And as soon as we're done this chunk, I think we're gonna call it good for this video. But it looks like we're on a couple last passes on this little part here. It looks like that guy just cut through the middle of the crop over there, so we'll have to go clean that up. And then it looks like he's gonna be on the wrong side once again. Alright guys, we have stopped that worker and got him unloading into the grain cart. And I think what we'll do now is we'll have enough to empty these combines a whole nother time. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna let that one worker go. I think there's one last pass left. And then he will be done, and he can come back and finish that up and empty into the grain cart. And I'm gonna put this combine over on the other section over there that you can see, and he can finish that, and then I think that's where we'll end the video. So guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. as I've said in past videos, I want to become a real farmer and farm corn or whatever in real life. So that is my big goal. So please help me out. It's free for you guys. Just subscribe and help me out to become a real farmer. Alright guys, so we are on the way over to this little chunk over here. I hope that one chunk that other combine is doing is the right size of the header, so we can just finish that up in one last swipe and we can be done. I think I'm actually going to run this combine unless that other combine gets too full. Then I'll have to switch back to the grain cart. But I'm going to run this combine for a bit. So yeah, enjoy. Alright guys, it looks like over there is not going to be a complete pass. So we'll have to go back over it and get that little bit that he's missing. It looks like it's only like 2, maybe 3 stalks that he's missing. So that is really annoying. But oh well, what can you do, right? It's just how it goes sometimes. But it looks like maybe we will have a full header pass on the way back, so we'll be able to knock this out in 2 passes, which is good. So we're going to kind of go into the creek a little bit here. Maybe not. Maybe we will. I'm not sure. But we're going to lower it again and continue. And it looks like it's about the same situation here, where it's like just wide enough, but also just not wide. So we're going to continue. If it narrows up, then I think I'm going to just back up and then catch this little bit that is missed. But oh well. Alright guys, it did indeed narrow up here, so I'm gonna just lift this header back up a long ways to catch all the stuff that was missed over here, and then we will continue on down the pass, because it narrowed up enough that it could catch it all in one width. So we're going to just back up, so we don't have to turn all the way around at the bottom of the pass and then come back up just for this little chunk here. So let's lower it and then start harvesting this little bit of corn that's here. Right, so it looks like our worker over there is at 80%. So I think he'll be on his way back before he hits 100. So then his auger will be facing the right way, and then we can catch him with the grain cart, and then we can empty him, and then he can continue going up and finishing that little bit that he missed, and we can continue on with harvest in the next video. Alright guys, yeah, so as you can see, it is the perfect width. Hopefully it stays this width for the rest of the pass. I kind of think it will, if not narrow up, so that'll be great, and then we can get this all done in one pass. It looks like that combine up there is turning around, so that is perfect. He hasn't reached 100% yet, so that is great. Alright guys, we just finished. Just got to the last row. I'm gonna just clean up this because it looks a little bit messy, and it makes it a lot nicer for planting in the summer or whenever it is. So yeah, as you can see, he's already on his way back. That is great. We are just gonna go over here. We're gonna wait for him to pass, and then we'll switch over to the grain cart and come catch him before he's too full. We're also gonna have our auger out, so then we can swing by with the grain cart and empty this combine as well, so he's not sitting there with 39% in the hopper. We're going to shut off the separator. There, it is off. And then we can fold the corn header, unfold the auger, or extend the auger, we're gonna park it right here and then switch to the grain cart and go catch this other combine. Alright guys, we didn't quite catch him we didn't quite catch him in time, so we will just be unloading him at a stop, which is nice sometimes. And yeah, so we're gonna unload him here real quick, try not to spill, and we will be done for today. Alright guys, we're gonna just follow him down so then we can keep him empty and don't have to worry about backtracking to where he is and unloading him again and all that good stuff. So we're just gonna follow him down, making sure he is 100% empty. Try not to spill out the back and try and stay straight. There we go. We are now straight-ish, and we're letting it go out the back. Dang it. Alright, now we can continue going. Slow down a little bit. And there we go. And he is done. And now we'll go empty the other combine. Alright guys, we just got up to this combine and we are unfilling him now. So now we can get it all sorted out and unload it, and then we can be done for the day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me. Thank you for tagging along day 1 of harvest. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on day 2. It's gonna be a great one. We're hopefully gonna be getting way over halfway done. It should go a lot faster, because now we kind of have somewhat of a system. So stick around, subscribe, notifications so you don't miss the next video, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.